Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope that you all are fine and safe. So it is such a wonderful to see you all through this online teaching. So today we have come to another different topic, that is grammar. I think some of them might like it or some may not. So you just observe this. If you are dull, you will really have an enthusiasm to learn more and to achieve something better. Understand? Okay. So in last class we saw some related grammars. We saw homonyms, homophones, syllabification you had learnt. Okay. So in this prose 1, this grammar, degrees of comparison, this is the main grammar for this prose. Okay. So before going into degrees of comparison, I just want to tell you about the adjective. So here, an adjective is a word, okay, that adds something to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. So if I ask you a question, what is an adjective? So you should be able to answer that an adjective is nothing but it gives or it adds or it modifies more about a noun or a pronoun. That's it. That is called adjective, okay, which modifies or says more about or describes more about a noun or a pronoun. Okay. So this is called adjective. So in this, I'll give you two sentences. They live in a big house. So now see this word house. Okay, it is a noun. Noun is what? Noun is the name of a person, place, thing, ideas, all this are called noun. So this house is a noun here. Before that it is describing they live in how? Sort. Big. About the quantity it says. Okay, so it describes more about a noun. So big is an adjective. Understand? So next, Sumati is a beautiful woman. So woman is a noun. So it describes about this noun, or it describes about Sumati, name of a person. It describes about her, how she is. Okay. She is beautiful. So this word is an adjective. So I hope you understood with the adjective. So now comes how with this adjective you are going to learn degrees of comparison. How you are going to describe or how you are going to make a comparison with this adjective. Understand? So in degrees of comparison, you have 3 degrees. How many degrees? 3 degrees you have. So in this 3 degrees, how you are going to compare? Okay? How you are going to compare things, a person, whatever it is, how you are going to do the comparison. That's what you are going to learn. So in this you have positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. What are the 3 things? Positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. So in this 3, you are going to learn what positive says, what comparative says, what superlative is going to say. So now positive it says, positive degree says, it is used when we do not make any comparison. You don't make any comparison. For an example, they live in a big house. It is just a sentence. You are just using an article there and just saying a sentence. You are not making any comparison there. So it is a positive degree. I hope you understood. We do not make any comparison. They live in a big house. Sumati is a beautiful woman. Then Peter is a thin boy. Ramesh is a tall boy. Something like that. You are just making a sentence without any comparison. So that is called positive degree. Understand? So next you have comparative degree. So when you come across this word, when you hear this word comparative, that means what? Something is there, you are going to do some kind of comparison. Understand? So here I want to say some sentence related with that. Understand? So for an example, first one we will see, first one, as I will write some sentence on the board. For an example here, we do not make any comparison. For the first one, I will write Ranjit. Okay, Ranjit is a thin boy. Ranjit is a thin boy. So with this you are not making any comparison, I said. So plain sentence, you are not making any comparison. So that is called positive degree. So here the adjective is what sort of boy? How does he look alike? So you are describing him, you are modifying him. So you are saying he is thin. So Ranjit is a thin boy. Now you are going to compare this Ranjit with someone else. How we are going to make a comparison? So you add some other person. Okay, now in the class Ranjit is there. We will add Peter. Okay, along with Ranjit we will add Peter. So for this comparative, as I said before writing the example, let me give you a explanation. It is used when we compare two persons or two things of the same class. It is used when we compare two persons or two things of the same class. What you compare, that is called comparative degree. So for this, how I am going to write the sentence for you so that you will understand is, I had written here Ranjit, I want to add another name Peter. For an example, I will write Peter is thinner than Ranjit. Okay, look at this sentence. Peter, you are going to compare with the two persons of the same equal rank, same equal class. So how I am going to do is, I have taken two boys. One is Peter, the other one is already there in the first positive sentence, that is Ranjit. So Peter is this adjective thin. When it becomes to a comparative degree, you need to write thinner. I will teach you this later. Okay? Peter is thinner than Ranjit. Peter is thinner than Ranjit. Okay, thinner. And this I want to circle it. Why I am doing a circle is, in comparative degree, the key word, okay, after the adjective, the key word will be than. T-H-A-N, than will be the key word. So when you come across that word than, definitely you can identify or you can sense that it is in comparative degree. So Peter is thinner than Ranjit. Okay? So I hope you understood positive, comparative. The next comes third one, superlative degree. Okay, now superlative degree, what it says? It is used when we compare more than. In comparative, I said two persons or two things of the same class. But in superlative, it says about comparing more than two persons or things of the same class. For an example, okay, now say for an example, I am in 7th E, okay, say many students are there, okay, in that I am going to pick out one or two fellows from that of the same group means, so E will be the, what I have written, thin, adjective is thin, okay, here it is thinner. So next what you will come across is, I will let you know, and what is the key word for this superlative is the, okay, what is the key word or a magic word or mesmerizing word for a comparative? It is than. What is the key word for superlative? It is T-H-E, the article that we are going to use. So I will just write the sentence now for you so that you can understand. So here you just look at the board as I write. So now I had written Ranjit, I had written Peter here. So we will write another name. Okay, Ramesh we will write. Okay, Ramesh is the thinnest, Thinnest, thinnest of three. Look at your children. So now Ranjit is there in the class, Peter is there in the class, here comes Ramesh. So for superlative degree, what is the key word I said? I said the. So in article you would have learnt a and the. Okay. So the you are going to use for superlative degree. This word you should remember. Understand? So now Ramesh, in this class, Ramesh is the, okay, the thinnest of three of them, okay. He is the least, he is very thin, okay. Instead of saying very thin, you are saying here, Ramesh is the thinnest of three. Understand? So in this way, you are going to write positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So with this explanation, I think you could have got some information about this degrees of comparison. Understand? So first, Ranjit is a thin boy. Okay, you are just saying You are not comparing anything. This Ranjit, you are not comparing with anyone else. You are just saying it with that adjective. Next, you are comparing this Ranjit with Peter. So, how do you write? Peter is thinner than Ranjit. So, thinner word you are using here. The key word for comparative is than. Superlative. So, you have another one more person in this class. So, you are mentioning that person as Ramesh. Ramesh is the means what you are saying? Least. Okay, he is the downmost, or you can say he is the uppermost. Okay, however you are using the word. Thinnest is very puny. Okay, thinnest of three of them. Understand? So, with this you would have understood something about degrees of comparison. Nothing much is there in your textbooks, children. It is just like a what? Like a cartoon stories. How do you read? It is like that. Understand? So, I just thought about this. So, let me give you a big explanation, and let me bring out everything about degrees of comparison, and I am just telling you all this. Okay, I hope you would have understood this. And this side I just want to rub out and write somewhere else. I will just do it now. So, okay, you have many words, adjective words are there. Okay, you can just like a homework you can do it. Comparative words you can find, superlative words also you can find. Okay, last year you were in 6th. I hope you would have had some words what we wrote on the board. You can just cross check that, or you can just refer that also. If possible, I will give you some words in this section. So, under this you have many more. I will just teach you. Now, under 1 you have, what you have is how to form comparative and superlative degrees. Understand? So, now you have the word great. G-R-E-A-T, great. Okay. How you are going to make into comparative and superlative? So, comparative it is greater. Superlative it is greatest. Okay. Next one, number 1 in this. Number 2, you have rich. What is the other one? Sorry, here, rich. Okay. What is the comparative form? What is the superlative form? So, for great, greater, ER you added. Okay. For superlative, EST you added. Okay. For same thing, how you wrote for great, you are going to write for rich. Rich, richer. Next, what it is? Richest. Okay. Now you might ask me, Miss, how did you get in some words we find some other ending words here, some other ending words for the comparative and for the superlative. How it is? So I want to explain this. So here, how do you write this here? It is comparative is formed by adding ER, and superlative it is EST. Okay. So now you are going to write for this word great, ER and EST. Rich, richer, richest. In this way, when it is normal word, understand, you are going to write ER and EST. Understand? Great, rich. You can say for mono. Last class I had monosyllable, disyllable, trisyllable, tetrasyllable. Polysyllable means it is more syllabification, syllables, understand. So in this way you can identify, understand. For an example, I say great, great, it is mono. Rich, rich, only one sound, understand. Great. So you add for comparative ER, for superlative EST, understand. For an example, you have here rich, richer. For rich, rich, look at my pronunciation. Rich, only one word, rich. I don't separate that rich or something like that, I don't do it. It is just only one word. So for those monosyllable word, you are going to use ER for comparative, EST for superlative. Understand? Next you have disyllable words and all you have. Understand? So disyllable words you have. For disyllable words, see for an example, happy. Okay. Next one, ugly. Okay. So comparative, how I am going to do. Superlative, how I am going to write. So here when you have HAPPY, 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 disyllable word. So for that and not only disyllable, when you come across this word Y in the sentence, you have to take it out and add IER. So comparative will become HAPPIER, happier. How will be the superlative? Very easy. Just look at the board here. EST you have written. So you are going to write happier, happiest. HAPPIEST, happiest. Is it easy, children? Yes. Ugly. Strike out this Y. And how we are going to write? Ugly, uglier, ugliest. So you are going to write uglier, ugliest. Okay. I hope you understood this. So now you have the other one. So you learned monosyllable, how to change. Disyllable, when you come across disyllables, and along with that when you come across this Y, how to change, I had told you. More than disyllable, understand? Or for that, how will you write? You have to write for an example, beautiful. Sumati is a beautiful woman I gave. So for beautiful, you cannot change IER, IEST or ER, EST, you cannot change it. So that word itself will, it won't look proper, it won't give a sense. That kind of English word is not there, understand? So more than disyllable, more than 3, more than 2, you have to add more, most. What you have to add? More, most. So how will you write for beautiful? For beautiful, comparative degree, okay, comparative degree, you are going to write more beautiful, more beautiful. For superlative degree, you are going to use, what you are going to use? The most beautiful. The is already key word, I said. Most beautiful. Most beautiful. Okay, so you have many more ancient. Okay, ancient of times, ancient days. So for this you say, what do you say? More ancient. Most ancient. Understood, children? Monosyllable, disyllable, more than disyllable, you are going to use all this, more and most. Okay, so sometimes with this consonants and vowels you have learnt. So 5 vowels are there: A, E, I, O, U. Other than 5, all are other consonants are there. Understand? So when you come across a word big, B-I-G, big, this is an adjective. They live in a big house. They live in a big house. So big I have written, B-I-G. So B, A, E, I, O, U. This is a vowel. So now B is a consonant. I, see here, A, E, I, O, U, I is there, I is a vowel. G, G is what? A, E, I, O, U is there? No. So it is a consonant. So when you come across consonant, vowel, consonant, so when you end up with consonant, next word will be same what is repeated before. So big, bigger, B-I-G-G, and you are going to add this mono word, big, single sound, big, E-R, bigger. So same thing, B-I-G-G, what you are going to add? Superlative, E-S-T, big, bigger, biggest. Understood, children? So with this also we can segregate and write comparative degree and superlative degree. Okay. So now I just want to give you some exercises, because in your textbook you don't have much exercises. Okay, before doing that, I just want to give you another examples related with positive, comparative and superlative. Okay, so I just, for an example, we will write Varma. Okay, Varma is the shortest in the class. Second one, Varma is shorter than any other boy in the class. Third one, no other boy in the class is as short as Vishnu. Okay. Now look at this. Varma is the shortest. The comes, what is the key word I said? Here I have not given according to the super positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. I have not given like that. You are going to identify, that's why I wrote these 3 sentences. Okay, so as I read out from the board, you just prepare your mind and you just figure out the answers. Varma is the shortest in the class. The, when you come across the, what it indicates. EST, what it says. Okay, when you come across the, it is superlative. Understand? For all the superlative, you use IEST, EST. Understand? So here you come across EST. So with this 2, you are going to identify and say, ma'am, this is in superlative degree. Understand? So we will read the next one. Varma is shorter than any other boy in the class. Varma is shorter than any other boy in the class. ER, shorter, comparative. So what is the key word I said for comparative? Than. Okay. So with this, it is comparative degree. First one I said, it is in superlative degree. This is in comparative degree. Okay. Now, the next one is no other boy. You have to see, there in the second sentence, you have said shorter than any. Any means no. So here, no other boy in the class is as short as Vishnu. As short as. So as your word, short is an adjective, as is a word. So how do you make a difference? As short as. So when you come across this as short as tall as thin as, when you come across as short as, 2 sides as in between word adjective means definitely you should identify that it is a positive degree. Understood, children? Okay, very easy. Once again we will recall this. So no other boy in the class is as short as. So now look at here. Look at the degrees of comparison. Short. Okay. It is positive. Okay. Shorter. SHORTER. Shorter, it is comparative. Shortest. Okay. Shortest. So it is superlative. Understood? So I have shuffled and I have given. So with this I have taken that adjective and I have written here short, shorter, shortest. So positive, comparative, superlative. Okay. So with this I think you would have understood the degrees of comparison, how to change and what and all to do and all. Okay. So other sentences are there. I will just read out for you. You can just write them down. Okay. So the first one is 10 sentences are there. And the same thing I will give in your notes also. Understand? I will give this in your notes and orally I am going to say this. If your parents are helping you to write and all that, you can just write them. Understand? Okay. Choose the correct answer. He is the dash musician. Answer is good. He is the best musician. The is there, no? So you are going to write best. So options are given: good, better, best. Answer is best. Second one, Ravi's handwriting is dash than. So it is comparative. So you are going to write better than that of Muthu. Third one, he is a good person. Fourth one, your answer is the. The means what? Superlative. The relevant. That means the most relevant. Fifth one, the Ganges is the. The means what? Superlative. Longest river of India. The Ganges is the longest river of India. Sixth one, Rajasthan is the India's largest state by area. Goa is the smallest state of India by area. Eighth one, Ganesh is the tallest boy in the class. Ninth one, he is the best player in the team. 10th one, Jupiter is the biggest of all planets. So children, you just make a note of it. Make all the 10 sentences, write them down, and in your notes also I will give this to you. So with this, I want to conclude today's degrees of comparison for you. So today, the whole prose of second term, first prose is over. So we will see in the next class with a poem. Thank you, dear children.